Go ahead and switch over to the phone. This is actually my Windows phone, up and running on the screen. Can I get that, please? One of the things that's great about Windows Phone, as Steve talked about, is it's not a sea of icons, it's not a grid of applications, but it's in fact celebrating all of the people and the relationships in your life. As a matter of fact, we have one place where that all comes together, and that's called the People Hub. Now, the People Hub brings together all of my favorite people across all of my favorite social networks. So I don't actually have to do any work. All these people are coming down from my email services that I may use at work and at home, my Facebook, my LinkedIn, Twitter, all of that stuff comes together in one place. And we make it really easy to actually mirror the relationships you have in real life on your phone. So I've actually set up a bunch of these groups right here on my phone. One for my best friends, one for my family, there's people I go skiing with, and in fact I've even set up a group here for everyone that's at CES. Now when I pop up into this group, you'll notice immediately the tiles light up with information. Who's trying to get in touch with you? Emails that are coming in, messages that are being received, lots of missed calls that are coming in at the same time. I'll get you that Windows phone. We'll talk. We also have the ability to see what's new in your social networks for this specific group. Now think about how valuable that can be when you have, for instance, your family and you want to see what's going on just with that group of people. You can see pictures just for this group of people as well, and they all come together in one place. And so it's really easy for me to see all that right here. And we even do group communication, both with email and also text and chat. But unlike our competitors who have proprietary services like iMessage or BlackBerry Messenger, we actually use the services that you and your friends are already using. Facebook Chat and Windows Live Messenger, together with between 500 million and 750 million users already there today. And so no matter what screen they're on or what service they're using, your message will always get through. Now let's dive right into one of my contacts. I've been chatting with Joe Belfiore a little earlier today, and you'll notice that the contact card comes alive. It's combined from all the different places I know Joe across all of his social networks. So it doesn't just have contact information, it brings in the richness of what he's up to, the tweets that he's been posting. I can easily retweet those, no app required. I can see all the pictures that he's been posting. I like to catch up with friends sometimes and see all that in one album. And we even have conversation history. And so this keeps a full log of all the conversations we've had across calls, visual voicemails, text messages, and even IMs. And so when you see here that I've gone into this thread, as we call them, it actually looks like a text message, but this actually started out as a Facebook chat. And so it's really easy to seamlessly transition. So Joe actually sent me a message here and wanted to see if I wanted to grab dinner after the keynote. That was sent as a Facebook message. But now it shows that he's offline, and I can very easily switch over and continue this thread by texting him on his mobile. And it all gets carried out in the same place. Now I can go ahead and actually type out that message on the QWERTY keyboard, but we've actually built voice throughout Windows Phone. So I'm going to go ahead and respond with my voice. Sounds great. And just like that, it will type in the message and we'll have it off to Joe. So that text message will be sent off, you can continue the IM.
That's like a much longer in the edge.
As Steve talked about, one of the other things that we really wanted to do is build in this Metro user interface. We actually pioneered this on Windows Phone, and you'll be seeing plenty of it tomorrow. Now, if you're curious what Metro is all about, it really is about representing not the icon or the application, but in fact, the people and the things that matter most about it. And so these live tiles are constantly lit up, not just with a link to that application, but the content that's actually behind it. So you can see here I've got the weather for where I want to be and actually where I live. It's a stock contrast. I can see my recipes here that are coming up. I can see that must-see movie, Twilight Saga, that I've been meaning to see, and all that's pinned to the start screen as well. I've got my expenses, I've got a Spotify playlist, I've got the Groupon of the day so I don't have to get those emails anymore, and I've even got my boarding pass for tomorrow. And unlike other phones, we shortcut straight into the part of the app you care about. So when I tap this boarding pass, it takes me straight to that page. So it's really easy to get around. Now, as you saw in that message with Joe, I actually have to pick dinner out for tonight. So for that, I'm going to actually use Bing. And Bing brings the world's information to your fingertips. And so the cool thing here is that actually we'll go ahead and connect up to my location, start surfacing that up, and I can actually use Local Scout. And for that, I'm actually going to switch over to this phone. We'll take a look at what that looks like right here. Now, when we use Bing, of course, this is a decision engine. So this is really all about making it easy to decide and take action. And I pop into Local Scout. you'll actually see that we're given all sorts of information. Let's go ahead and switch to the second phone. I can see information on what to see and do, to eat and drink. Let's go ahead and get that second phone up, please. Oh, great. Thanks. Thank you, Stephen. We can see everything that you can see and do, all of the shopping that's nearby, and even highlights. So this really will help you live like a local even when you're not. I can see all the highlights in this area, and I've even got some of those favorites that are bookmarked, and those will actually appear automatically. We are on this phone. Sorry for the trouble tonight. So when I see all the shopping, I see the highlights, everything to see and do, you'll actually notice I've got a bunch favorited here. Now, I'm not going to subject Joe possibly to Chuck E. Cheese, but maybe the sushi sounds pretty good. And for that, we'll actually pop into this quick card. Now, the really cool thing about the quick card is that it's scraping the web's information, so you don't have to get dropped off into different websites. So all that information comes into one place. I can see all the location information. I can read the reviews, because we're just compiling all those from Bing as well. And it makes it really easy, actually, to connect up to apps that are really good at handling things like restaurant reservations. So when I go ahead and click Reserve a Table, it'll actually know that there's an Open Table app automatically on my phone, and it will now pass off the information, in this case the name of the restaurant and the location, straight into Open Table, so that with one click I can actually make that reservation and be on my way. Well, I hope you've enjoyed seeing the Windows Phone experience tonight. As we said, it's really about putting people first and all of your relationships. Thanks very much.